Can I use multiple URLs in the URL field of KeePass? I am using KeePass version 2.19. What I would like to do is have more than just one URL address associated with a given username and password. The entry for a given website might look something like this. As you can see, the $HL equals N changes into $HL equals SV, and then to $HL equals DA for the 3 different languages in which I wish to view the Google login page. But this of course could be something completely different, like different web services from the same provider like YouTube and Gmail by Google. Very much like, say, where you have several websites but only use one username and password. I imagine something along the lines of having multiple entries for one and the same website, where KeePass would actually prompt you to choose which one you want to use. So you have several usernames and passwords that use the same URL. But is it possible to have several URLs using the same username and password, so that KeePass asks me to which of the following 3 URLs do you want to auto-log into with this password?
You can create a copy of a password entry, and then only use references for username and password in the new entry. Then, adjust the URL in the new entry.
Switch to KeePass. As of the 2.5.0 release, this now works as you would expect. The new browser integration entry settings page has a list view with any additional URLs. These URLs are added to the entry attributes with kp2a_URL_, which means those are directly compatible with KeePass 2 Android.
The answer from Oliver Salzberg is very good. Complementing it, if you already have an entry and want to link another entry, go to the entry, properties, then tools, insert field reference and link to the type you need.
If you want to use multiple URLs in order to auto-type when you are on those URLs, you don't need to create copies with field references. They can be added in the auto-type settings. If you use KeePass as a sort of bookmark manager for login pages, so you open URLs from KeePass and then log in, rather than browsing to the login page in your browser and use KeePass's auto-type, then indeed creating multiple entries is what you want. Your usage of full URL, https://accounts.google.com/servicelogin?hl equals n and amp. Continue equals https://www.google.com/ rather than just https://accounts.google.com/ seems to suggest this. Otherwise, this answer, with one entry per account matching multiple URLs, might be a cleaner solution. If you use KeePass with no plugins, then you presumably use a plugin/extension on the browser instead, i.e. a URL and title bar extension to add the current URL to the browser's window title, with either of these KeePass settings enabled. An entry matches if its URL is contained in the target window title. An entry matches if the host component of its URL is contained in the target window title. In the case where the desired multiple URLs are exactly as described in the question, with the same domain name, the solution is simple. Either use the domain, https://accounts.google.com/ as the URL, or check the second setting above. But if you don't want to do either of these, or if the different URLs that you want to match are on different domains, then they can be added in the autotype settings. For example, you have an entry with https://superuser.com/ as the URL. You want to use the same account on https://stackoverflow.com/. Then go to the entry's autotype settings, click Add it, use custom sequences for specific windows. Enter https://stackoverflow.com/ in target window, and leave the second setting at use default keystroke sequence of the entry, unless this particular page requires a different autotype pattern. Normally title/URL can match if contained anywhere in a Windows title. Putting asterisks on both sides of the second URL replicates this behavior. Regular expressions are supported, so if you want to match all Stack Exchange sites, you can use //https://az.stackexchange.com/./ as a third URL, which matches https://stackexchange.com/anypath, as well as https://subdomain.stackexchange.com/anypath. You could also use stackexchange.com/ without using regular expressions, but this would also match https://evilsit.com/phishing/stackexchange.com/. If you don't use a browser extension to add the URL and window title, you use a KeePass plugin to match URLs, like I do, for example WebAutotype, website. Then, the process of adding a second URL is similar, in the autotype settings, but it is added explicitly as a URL. This time, an asterisk is only needed at the end, https://stackoverflow.com/, as it compares it explicitly to the address in the browser. If you want to match specifically to a single page rather than a domain, no asterisk is needed. Again, regular expressions are supported, so you can use //https://az.stackexchange.com/. But since v6.1, June 15, 2019, WebAutotype has intelligent URL field matching, whereby, rather than just starts with, it will now try and match any URL that has the URL field value as a base, now including subdomains. This is specifically for the URL field, not other custom autotype settings you add. So you can just use https://stackexchange.com/ in the entry's URL field, and https://superuser.com/ and https://stackoverflow.com/ as the second and third URLs, thus matching all Stack Exchange sites without needing regular expressions.